Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we have the Temperance League forming, with the ravages of alcohol taking a daily toll on our people, tearing away every day with newfound intensity at the moral and spiritual fabric of our national character. It becomes imperative for us to bond together in defense of public virtue, and to educate and uplift the poor and the downtrodden to the virtues of temperance. For quite some time now, our country has been dealing with increases in the consumption of alcohol. Readily available and cheap distilled spirits, in combination with hard-working conditions, make the poorer classes especially susceptible to this deadly poison. It comes as no surprise that an Ethiopian Temperance League has been formed. So this would be a reduction in prestige until the end of the game, as well as farming and mining efficiency. We have to accept the Temperance League. The choice is just... There's no choice here. We have to accept it. It's an excellent initiative. Fantastic. Okay, so our RGO over here is not doing amazingly well. Mostly because our laborers are not getting employed in the RGO, and I'm still wondering exactly why. I mean, they are trickling in, I suppose. It's just kind of interesting to me that that's kind of not happening. And yeah, our industrial subsidies are kind of killing us a little bit right now. That's to be expected, to be fair. Both of these are under construction at this point, and that'll help, to be sure. Now we are taking loans, but I'm going to go ahead and bump our taxes up to 55%. Elections have started. Excellent. No, I don't want it minimized. I don't want it maximized either. I want it at 55%. There we go. Great power contention. Our independence is gradually being undercut and more becoming something that only exists on paper, as several foreign great powers vie for control over our political institutions. Recently, tensions have erupted over their rights to conduct criminal investigations on Ethiopian territory. The great powers will have to either assert themselves or lose influence. Okay, well, apparently that's good news. We'll see what they decide to do. We are still losing money. That's exciting stuff. How much are we paying in interest? Very little, actually, currently. That's certainly interesting. The Ottoman Empire is our best friend currently, for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, they're not doing super well, but we're not, you know, super advanced either. Why did we suddenly start making so much money there? I guess we weren't putting money into industrial subsidies? Oh, this factory finished. And it's actually making a ton of money. It's actually not making any money, because it has no employees. Okay. Well, it'll start making money. Ethiopian trade policy, a heated debate in Ethiopia. Okay, so we've seen this before. Do we want free trade or protectionism? Well, the royal faction is in favor of protectionism. The voters are 100% in favor of free trade. So that's exciting. I mean, no one supports protectionism. Literally no one. In the voters. In the parties, only the radical faction supports free trade. But I'm going to support free trade here. And we'll see how that ends up playing out. And now we're actually making money again. So that's fantastic. Presumably because our explosives factory is producing explosives, but it's not being profitable. Okay. I mean, I don't expect it to be super profitable at this stage. We haven't built up all of the bonuses for it yet. I'm going to go ahead and expand some railroads. And we're going to be taking a few loans, I think, as we attempt to get these railroads under control. I'm going to go ahead and repay this. Citizenship policy, huh? Well, people are currently in favor of limited or full citizenship. Let them have full citizenship. That's fine. Nobody supports residency, so they can have the militancy. I don't care. And of course, we are collecting timber for this railroad. And we'll see who goes ahead and wins this election, but academic training was discovered. That's a good thing if we get in a fight, but we're not getting in a fight anytime soon, if I have my say in it. So, that's a thing. And when this cheap iron finishes up, that should be a big boost for us. Not just because of the production outputs, but these inventions are going to be huge. But I think we're going to go for interchangeable parts next, probably. War and peace. Most people are, yeah, kind of pro-military, kind of anti-military, kind of pacifist. 10% more in favor of jingoism. That's exciting. Let's just go ahead and push people a little bit towards jingoism, but not super towards it, I think. I'm kind of okay with this distribution as it is. So I'm going to do this just because everything else would either gain militancy or would push too far in favor of jingoism. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. There's our cheap iron. That is a huge deal. We also discovered field training. The liberal faction is the ruling party. The royal faction is the ruling party. Okay. So, we are going to go ahead and pass something here in terms of our reform. They want pensions and maximum work hours, and pensions have a little bit more radicalism. So we are going to go ahead and give them trinket pensions. There we go. And I assume that comes out of our social spending? Presumably? I think so. But we'll go ahead and build another railroad. Did we go into debt there? No, we did not. Fantastic. We're building these... There's a bankrupt factory here? Oh. Reopen it. Subsidize those factories. Why are these factories not The Liberal Party. They unsubsidized all of our factories. What a bunch of jerks. Okay, so that's going to cost a fair amount to reopen these. We'll reopen this one and subsidize it. Let's get everybody back to work. We'll reopen this one and subsidize that as well. Back to work, everybody. Excellent. And we'll just have no priority at all on hiring. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Now, we need to get a tech. And I was saying interchangeable parts next for factory throughput. And there's actually several points that we want to grab there. Or rather, several inventions. So that's a good thing. Mobilization size. That's kind of irrelevant to us right now. However, as soon as we can, we're going to continue expanding our factories in these 5 provinces, or not factories, our railroads, for the infrastructure bonus for our factories. Which would be super nice. But we need to make our factories substantially more efficient. That is the current goal. Hence why we are going into interchangeable parts. Now, can we spend money on pensions? Yes, we can, but I'm not going to. We passed pensions, but I guess we're just not going to have any pensions. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure no one will notice. Okay, so these two are the next two to get railroads, and maybe we should take a loan to build them? Get them done a little quicker? I don't know. We are currently losing money on industrial subsidies, as we expect to be happening at this point. How is our RGO doing over here? Not great. They're still trickling in. And they're actually trickling in much faster now, so that's good. Yeah, this is actually coming along nicely now. Excellent. Okay, so the question now becomes, when can we build more railroads? Well, maybe we should hold off on that because we're losing a fair amount of money to our industrial subsidies currently. Particularly to our explosives factory right now. Because we have no one employed in our fertilizer factory, pretty much. That's the primary issue there. Of course, we don't have any sulfur to get on the market, and we don't produce sulfur ourselves, which is a bit problematic. But for right now, we're just going to wait for these railroads to come in and interchangeable parts, which should make these factories quite a lot more efficient. Steel production throughput, that's actually huge for us. That is really, really huge. This is our steel factory here, and that means that it can produce a max of 22.69 currently in terms of steel, which is absolutely enormous. Now we are currently going into debt. The UK is loaning us money. I'm going to go ahead and bump our taxes. I thought we were already at 55%. Oh, when the Liberals took over, the max tax was at 50%, and that bumped it down. Right. Okay. That's completely fine. And we're right back to losing money. Okay. Excellent. Well, we're kind of stagnating in terms of our money right now. I'm going to bump it up to 60% taxes. We do need more tax efficiency. There is no doubt about that. But this way we're making money, and we'll be able to repay our loan pretty quickly and not have to pay that interest, which is always nice. Go ahead and repay that now. We'll repay that too. Okay. Excellent. Now our interchangeable parts will be finishing up momentarily, and then the question is, do we go for high and low pressure steam engines and then inorganic chemistry followed by some commerce to try to get some tax and admin efficiency? Ooh, factory input efficiency tech. Yeah, that's definitely the way we go. For sure. Focus heavily on industry and commerce for right now. Primarily in industry, but we'll also work on some commerce. Because we do need to get these efficiencies built up. There's no doubt about that. We do have 3 more railroads on the way, and we did finish 2, so we are now up to 34.6% efficiency due to our infrastructure, increasing our factory throughput by 34.6%. So that is very, very nice. And most of our factories are currently making money, which is also nice. I like to see that. Now we're going to be able to make more railroads starting very soon, and these two are what we're going to target first. We're also going to get interchangeable parts. Ooh, iron production, nice. Do we produce iron? No, but it's still nice. I mean, we produce coal over here, is it? Or over here? Yeah, it's here. We produce coal here, which is a big, big, big deal. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that's what we wanted right there. Factory throughput tech. Fantastic. Okay, well, I'm putting that cut in, and next episode, we are going to continue optimizing this economy. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.